Hello everybody and welcome to another Ultimate Fire episode review. This for the Ultimate Fire Season 24 episode 2, The Language of Combat. This one does have a subtitle, as did the previous episode. When I was reading the summary of it, as I was reviewing it, it didn't have the subtitle, but I have since changed that, so that's been done on my channel. So, yeah, we're into the second episode, so let's get right to it. Also, despite looking dark, it looks like the entire left side of my face is just all glowing. I don't know why. Anyway, let's move on. So it's kind of a short episode. I mean, there really isn't a whole lot to talk about, but I'll talk about certain things before I actually get to the fight because that's how I normally do it. Let's see, well, I'm glad they carried this on. There was the video packages that the fighters sent in. Um, well, obviously in this episode, it's Hiromasa against from Team Benavidez against Zulu from Team Cejudo, and Hiromasa, he sent a video package in. He showed him like his wife, his family, his two adorable little daughters, and a 10-month-old son, very very cute. And Zulu, we really didn't get any video package from him in particular. I guess the main reason might be because he's from South Africa and technology over there is not as easy to come by. Whereas with Hero being from Japan, I mean, they're pretty much the overlords of technology. They know what they're doing. But the only video footage we really got of Zulu was from the last fight he had, where he won the belts in the organization he was in, which I have forgotten. Give me a moment. I am. Hang on. I'm not cutting any of this out. I don't even care. I think it was Extreme Fighting. Yeah, it was. All right. I like how I remembered what it was just before I had to look it up. Yeah. So that's the only video footage they showed of Zulu. That's all staying in. And I mean, he did really, really well. And although Dana White said in the backstage stuff that a lot of people see Zulu as the next Anderson Silva, I can see it, I guess. So yeah, like the video packages kind of continue. They didn't really get to continue for Zulu because, as I mentioned, it's not as easy to come by technology in where he's from. Then something kind of interesting happened. Sorry, I had something on my face. Zulu was trying to wash his bowl because the fighters are having some food in the kitchen, and Demacio Page was cleaning his sweet potatoes. And Zulu completely overtook and tried to wash his own bowl when Demacio wasn't done. He didn't want to wait, and Demacio told him to wait, and there was kind of an argument about it. There wasn't too much started, thankfully. But yeah, Zulu just wanted to get his stuff done out of the way, but Paige was really pissed that Zulu got in his way while he was cleaning his food. So I can understand that. What else was there? There was well, kind of brief thing, which I kind of liked. Hiromasa and I think that's just the wind blowing my door open. Holy crap! There we go. That scared the crap out of me. All right. Where was I? Hero. By the way, cat Hero. Hiromasa becomes friends with, I believe, Ronaldo Candido. I remember it's a Brazilian fighter, but yeah, they don't speak the same language, but they get along very very well. So they become really really good friends, and they're both very very nice people. So that was cool. And the only other thing I could think of to talk about before the fight, we're getting there now, was before the weigh-ins, where Benavidez was the first to start talking shit. Well, he's from Team Alpha Male. They're kind of, I mean, besides producing really, really good fighters, they have been very well known to start things off. I know Benavidez and Cejudo are obviously going to fight at the end of the tournament, but well, it's only episode 2, and Benavidez has already started it, so you know. He was basically like calling out Cejudo, saying, Cejudo says stuff that he thinks he's supposed to say, like someone wrote a script for him. And he's kind of right. Cejudo does have kind of this motivational speaker thing going for him, in a way. And I feel like there's only so far it can go before everyone starts seeing through it. And I like Cejudo a lot, but Benavidez really like picked up on it like that, and he knew that Cejudo wasn't as good as he wasn't as inspirational as he claimed to be, especially when, and this has been talked about in the previous episode. Cejudo has had to miss fights. Hello, hi, yeah, you want to join me? All right. And Benavidez maybe missed one. Cejudo's missed a lot more than Benavidez has. Hello. So, oh yeah, I just thought Hero's fighting Hero. Anyway, so yeah, like Benavidez was first to start the trash talk of the season, which seems to be a staple of pretty much every Ultimate Fighter season. And the last thing I can think of, which is extremely circumstantial, is the headband that Zulu has, because he's a descendant of the tribe of the Zulu warriors, which are a very famous and very vicious tribe, which I believe is still around to this day. And he had this sort of headband thing made from the furs of a goat, a lion, and a cheetah, and it was basically like a process of initiation for princes in the Zulu culture. So that that was kind of cool. I just thought I'd bring it up because I ain't got much to talk about. So you know, finally we get to the fight. It was a pretty good fight. Zulu versus Hero. We got the first win for Benavidez as Hero won in the second round by rear naked choke. It was a pretty good performance from him. I mean, Zulu was landing good shots standing, but he didn't really land enough to take Hero out. Because Hero's been around a lot longer. He's older. He's got that veteran savvy about him, which really helps anyone on the Ultimate Fighter. And he managed to avoid Zulu strikes and took him down like halfway through in the first round. Kept him down. Like, didn't just lay on him. Like he moved around on the ground. He opened it up with some really really good strikes. And pretty much kept that going. And then second round, more or less the same. He managed to take Zulu down, controlled him for about 3 minutes, then took the back, got a rear naked choke, got a win. First win for Benavidez, so it's 2 to Cejudo and 1 for Benavidez. So yeah, it was a pretty good performance from Hero. I think a lot of people were surprised at that. Oh, and also, this is cool. Um, da, da, da. Hang on. And also, every fight so far in the season has ended in a finish. I mean, people bashing flyweights all the time, but they shouldn't, because flyweights are fucking awesome. So, yeah. And hello. And yeah, the only thing left to say is the next fight, which is Demarcio Page against Adam Antolin. I'm hoping Page wins. He's one of my top picks without a doubt. I like Page a lot, and he's on the same team with Benavidez with Tim Elliott, and he's my other pick. So I mean, they're both former UFC flyweights, so I actually know who those two are. I'd never really heard of any of the others, but I know who Tommaso Page and Tim Elliott are. But yeah, so I'm vouching for those two. I'm vouching for Page to win the fight. But it's going to be good. I won't be disappointed either way, I'm sure. And I'll see you all next time for UFC 203, which is going to be good. So, yeah. Until then, take care. It's bye from me. Oh. Bye. And Hero, do you have anything to say on the matter? No? Okay. Right, I'll see you all next time.